So fourth view in material master, purchasing view. Under the purchasing, the first field, purchasing order unit of measure, specifies the unit of measure in which material is ordered. Enter a value in this field only if you want to use a unit of measure differing from the base unit of measure in material master basic data 1 view. If the field does not contain an entry, the system will assume that the unit of measure is the base unit of measure, which is available in the basic data 1 view. So you can convert the purchasing order unit, for example, from 1 gallon to 3.785 liter. This is the conversion. Variable purchase order unit active. In the material can be ordered in more than one unit of measure. Enter 1 in the variable order unit field. This setting adapted in the purchasing info record and allows you to enter an order unit that differs from the one in the purchasing info record when creating or maintaining a purchase order or source list. So the next field in the purchasing view, plant specific material status. So the plant specific material status indicates whether for a specific plant the material may be used in the following areas like materials management, for example in purchasing and in inventory management. Second one is production planning and control. Third one is plant maintenance. And fourth one is warehouse management. So what is the use of plant specific material status? So the plant specific material status restricts the usability of the material for the plant concerned. That is, it defines whether a warning or error message is displayed if you include the material in the particular function. For example, the material may be a part under development or one to be discontinued. So the next field, tax indicator for material in purchasing. In purchasing, there might be requirements of defaulting of tax codes in purchasing documents for various conditions of material, plant and account assignment. The tax indicator is used in the automatic determinations of the tax code in purchasing. The tax code can be determined automatically within the framework of price determination via the pricing conditions. The tax indicators can be derived from the material master record, customizing or the purchasing document. The system determines the tax code from the combination of these tax indicators. If the tax code can be determined automatically via conditions, it takes procedure over the tax code that has been maintained in the purchasing info record. Tax indicators, there are three types of tax indicator in purchasing. Tax indicator for material, tax indicator for plant and account assignment, and all the defined in SPRO as under. So in purchasing view, the next field, material qualifies for discount in kind. This function allows to get a product free of charge in the form of free goods when a certain quantity of product is ordered. Discount in kind can be in the form of free or bonus goods. Free goods are of two types, inclusive bonus quantity and second type is exclusive bonus quantity. So what is inclusive bonus quantity? Free goods that are part of order quantity but not included in the invoice. The quantity units of the free goods delivered or the ordered goods must be the same. The ordered goods and the free goods both involve the same material. Example, we order 10 chairs and vendor delivers all the 10 pieces, declares that one chair among them is free and invoices only for 9 pieces. These free goods are inclusive in the total quantity ordered. So we are ordering 10 chair. So the vendor says if you are buying 10 chair, so we will give one free chair free of cost. So which means the invoice is going to be generated only for 9 chair. Second type is exclusive bonus quantity. Here, in addition to the purchase order quantity, a certain quantity of materials are guaranteed as free goods. A larger quantity is delivered than the order, whereby no charge is made for the additional quantity delivered. The materials delivered, a free goods, do not necessarily have to be the same as the materials orders. Example, when 5 tables are ordered, the vendor supplies one chair as free goods. Therefore, if we order 5 tables, we receive a chair as free goods. This is exclusive bonus quantity, which means not necessary in the same material. So, the next field in the purchasing, material freight group. The material freight group is used to group materials so that they can be classified according to freight code and class. Use freight codes and classes in a freight code set are determined by the material freight group. The freight code set is used to determine freight cost and for common with service agents. So the next one, indicator automatic purchase orders allowed. Automatic purchase order creation is one of the most important functionalities in SAP Material. Due to this functionality, purchasing team can save time from the manual work. In this document, I have provided the settings required to create purchase order automatically. I hope this document will be helpful to you as I am providing with the screenshots. Transaction code for automatic purchase order is ME59N. Step 1, material should have the flag for auto PO in purchasing views as shown below. Step number 2, automatic purchase order flag should be activated in purchasing data of vendor master. So the T code /n BP. Step number 3, vendor has to be fixed in source list. This is an optional activity because vendor can be manually given during purchase requisition creation. T code to create source list /NME01. Step number 4, info record should be maintained for the vendor and material combination as invoice receipt is the source for price, tax code, etc. So we can maintain under the T code ME11 or ME12. Step number 5, create a purchase requisition with the required quantity. If we don't create source list with the fixed vendor, vendor should be given in purchase requisition. If source list is already created, assign source of supply needs to be clicked. This will update the vendor details in T code ME51N. Step number 6, purchase orders can be created automatically as per the purchase requisition or plant or material as per the requirement. Transaction code which we use to run this is ME59N. If you want to create PO against only one PR, PR can be given as an input. If you want to create PO against all the PRs of a material, the material can be given as input. Depends on the requirement. Input can be given as shown below. I have highlighted few important input fields in the input screen of ME59N. So here we need to mention per company code and per requisition and material number based on the requirement. So display of the purchase order is provided below in T code ME23N. So this purchase order automatically created based on the purchase requisition. So the next field in the purchasing view, batch management. SAP batch management is used for a similar functionality to identify a material by a unique number that possesses some specified informations. This functionality is activated in SAP based on the business requirement that products produced and procured need to be identified separately for tracking purposes. So this batch management used for tracking purposes. So the next field in the purchasing view, purchasing value key. Purchasing value key is useful for setting reminder for the material you can find in material master in purchasing view. Purchasing value key determines the following things. The first, number one, reminder keys. There are three keys which determine in how many days before or after the vendor has to be reminded or urging letters for the material procurement. Step number two, over and under deliveries tolerances. Step number three, order acknowledgement requirement in purchase order. It gives all the conditions in which the procurement is made. You can have different purchasing value keys which has to be customized in SAP IMG Material Management under the purchasing tab. So define purchasing value keys. So the next field in the purchasing view, goods receipt processing time in days. Number of work days required after receiving the material for inspection and placement into the storage locations in a particular plant. So this is goods receipt processing time in days. So normally we used to put 1 or 2 days to receive the goods. So the next field, post to inspection stock. If you set this indicator, the quantity of the material will be posted to inspection stock during a goods movement. If the indicator is not set, the material will be posted to unrestricted use stock. Only the quality management department can post the material out of inspection stock. If the quality management component is active for the inspection processing functions, inspection lots will also be created. So now I'm going to show you in our SAP system. So how the stocks are defined. Go to SAP, enter the T code /N MMBE, enter. So here we need to enter material, remove the plant ID and then execute. So now see here, so the stocks are coming under unrestricted use, which means this quantity we can use at any time, ready to use. So here we have quality inspections. So if the post to inspection stock indicator is set for a particular material master, the immediately stock goes to under the quality inspections. After completing the quality inspections, the quality management team will transfer the stock from quality inspection to unrestricted use. If the post to inspection stock is not set, then immediately goods transferred to unrestricted use directly. So the next field, indicator critical part, specifies whether the material is a critical part, that is a particularly important part. In inventory sampling, critical parts are included in the complete count area. The indicator is otherwise for your information only. So then the indicator source list requirement. So specifies that the source list must have been maintained in the case of external procurement for a certain plant. So where we need to use this indicator. If the indicator has been set for a plant, a source of supply must be entered in the source list before a purchase order can be created for issue to the source for the plant. Thank you.